Hey guys, so we've done the V2, the 2, and now we're going to move up to our largest tent. This is the triplex from Zpacks. This is not a budget tent. This is not a low-end tent. This tent weighs 21 ounces. It weighs a third of what these two tents weigh, maybe about half of what those two tents weigh, somewhere in there. And it's a hotel. It's large enough that I can fit 2 adults and a dog very comfortably. It also has 2 vestibules and 2 doors. So we can put gear on either side of the tent without getting in the way of each other. And it comes with a set of hooks, I'll show you on each side on the top of the tent inside, that you can tie a line to create a clothesline or a light hanger, whatever it is you want to use. So we're going to need, just like the other 2 tents, 2 trekking poles, 1 at each end. Because of the size of this, we're going to need more stakes. We're going to need 12, 1 for each corner. Then we're going to need 1 for the guy lines in front of the doors. Then we're going to need 2 more on each of the sides of the tent. So we're going to go ahead and start setting this up. We're going to start by setting the corners similar to the way we did the other 2 tents. We're going to set them, but we're not going to pull them 100% tight. That way we can leave room to extend the poles and make adjustments as needed. So again, we're going to pull it tight, but then we're going to back it off just about an inch or 2 and give it just a little bit of slack. And the same thing for this last corner. This will bring it all together and kind of square it up a little bit. Next thing we're going to do is guy line over there. We're going to go ahead and set the peak. This one will set different than the River Country products. River Country products uses the tip of the trekking pole, as you can see here. This one will turn upside down. We will be using the handle end. So I'm going to go ahead and collapse my pole. Find the peak right here. I'm going to go ahead and set that. This is going to set up, if we can get that pulled out, between the rain fly, or the mesh netting rather, the bug netting, and the tent itself. So again, collapse the pole, straighten it out. These are the ones right here, these guy lines are the ones we want tight. This is what supports your tent. Adjust these. These adjust a little different than the River Country products. These have a double adjustment, one at the top of the tent and one at the bottom where the stakes go. We'll go ahead and show you that right here. So again, we have the bug netting right here, and this creates a pocket for the handle of your trekking pole. We'll go ahead and set that up. So this right here is one of the adjustments. You simply raise up on this tab and your line will slide up or down as needed. And the same goes for this end down here. This loop is for your stakes. We'll go ahead and adjust that line out, set our stakes, pull it tight, and then this little loop right here is what we're going to connect the rain fly to. go ahead and open this up right now and show you how that works. So as you can see, we're not going to reach. So you simply adjust that line and pull it tight. You don't need to go extremely tight with the rain fly because the majority of it is being adjusted. Let's go ahead and let that out a little bit. The majority of that is being adjusted by this line right here. And go ahead and secure up this door. And we will leave this end closed. So that's how it's going to look. Depending on how you want to set this stake, closer will draw that gap together. Farther out will give you more of a gap to let wind come through, give you a little extra ventilation. If it's raining, go ahead and set this stake closer, right down here. And we'll adjust up here, nice and tight. Actually, we're going to go back about 2 inches there. Connect these, and then we're going to draw this line tight as well. And we'll go a little bit farther out. There you go, right like that. So that closes up that gap and keeps all the rain out of your vestibule. Let's go ahead and come around to the front end and we'll get Baden in there real quick just to show you how much room this really has. All right guys, so this is the look of the Zpacks triplex. I had Baden climb in there so you guys can get an idea of how big it is. I did not set these side stakes. So the purpose of these side stakes is to pull the sides out a little bit farther. It also gives you a little distance between the netting down here at the floor and the bathtub. So for the sake of the video and putting that many holes in the yard, I just didn't do it. But we'll go ahead and give you a look on the inside. You can see just how much room is in here. We can easily fit 3 adults. We can fit Baden, myself, and the dog just fine. You can see how much space we have right here at the vestibule. Usually the dog will stay in a vestibule and my gear will go in the other vestibule. But yeah, this is our biggest tent. This is made out of Cuban fiber or Dyneema. It looks like it should soak through. It looks like it's not strong. This is the strongest material in the world currently. So Zpacks makes some great products. This is our largest tent. They also make one of our smaller versions and by far our lightest. And I can't wait to show you guys that here in just a minute.